Hey, Ray, let's talk about, obviously you got one of the greatest football careers that ever existed, but everybody saw all those games. I want to go back in time a little bit where people didn't see you get to play, which was high school. When you played high school, what's one of your favorite memories of high school football when you were playing back then?
Oh, wow. I think one of the favorite memories I remember the most about high school was the first time that I told my coach that he should let me go both ways. and it actually happened because everybody started getting hurt.
Okay.
Like the first of the season, he was an old school coach, right?
Okay.
Coach Ernest Jones.
And what position were you playing then in high school?
I mean, safety.
You were playing safety?
Straight safety.
Straight safety back there, and you wanted to play offense too.
Yeah, I was like, Coach, I can kind of run the ball, I can do some things.
Yeah.
There. But we had so many great athletes, right, at so many different positions. And then my junior year, he was straightforward. No, you got to stay safe. You got to stay safe.
He only wanted to do one side.
Yeah. And then senior year, right, in the jamboree, the game that happens before the season, linebacker got hurt. So he was like, go play linebacker. I was like, I don't know how to play linebacker. He was like, just go to the football. I was like, really?
Just go to it.
So I played linebacker for a half, and I had like 18 tackles. I went to him after the game. I said, I'm never going back to safety. So we can forget that. Next two games, starting receiver get hurt, starting running back gets hurt. Kaplan. I mean, do. And third game of the year against Lake Wales, I went to coach and I said, Coach, you got to start running Jason. We had a really top quarterback, 6'5", 6'6", just can flat out run everything.
Yeah.
And I said, Coach, you got to start running Jason. You trust me, I know the plays.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he was like, okay, you know what, get in there. And man, from there, probably my favorite time because I never left the field. I played kickoff return, punt return, receiver, running back. I played everything.
All special teams, all of it.
I played everything. I never left the field.
What position did you move to offense? Was it receiver or running back?
Running back.
Running back?
Running back. But I played receiver too. I did.
Now, obviously, your NFL career was all linebacker.
Yeah, all linebacker.
But could you have made it as a running back?
Yeah, of course.
You could have?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I tell you why. Interesting enough, when I was coming out, I was a really good tailback running the ball. So the one school that wanted me to play tailback was Florida.
Okay.
And Steve Spurrier was there.
All right.
And so they was recruiting me hard to play running back.
To play running back?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was like 180, 183 because I wrestled 189. So it was just my thing, man. I was just, if I had the ball in my hands, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, playmaker.
Right? It's just that thing.
Yeah, the X factor.
Absolutely, man. And then from there, coach was like, "You're serious?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Coach, look, if you start letting me touch the ball in the first quarter, I'm telling you, I can do much more." We played Haines City, big rival, linebacker over there, Derek Gibson, whatever. I love the kid, but in the first play of the game, I went 82 yards. Quick trap, hit it inside, jumped outside, and hit it, man. And from there, man, I was really just like more excited that coach was, he wasn't, because he stresses.
Old school.
He old school, man.
Yeah.
He stresses so much. Like, he a father figure.
Yeah, sure.
And he started to really loosen up, right? And really like start to trust us and stuff. And we lost one game that year, and we lost in the district championship before the state to Fort Myers.
Yeah. So this is the Ray Lewis that no one got to see play.
Guess what I just found?
What?
One of my closest friends, who I mentored him when he was a sophomore and I was a senior.
Yeah.
His name is Coop Man. He just surprised me yesterday night.
Okay.
With every game.
No way.
On CD
film?
My senior year.
He went and found it all, put it together.
It all, and
wow.
been holding it for years for me.
Wow.
And he surprised me with it, and he sent it over text, and I was like, bro, what if that was pictures? He was like, no, they're not pictures. He was like, they're CDs.
Have you watched them yet?
No. Listen, he just showed me this yesterday night. And I was like, I was like, no way.
Yeah.
And he was like, you forever changed my life, and I wanted to do something for you.
That's awesome.
That you never had, man. And so I've never seen my high school footage.
Are you gonna watch it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You played other sports, you said, in high school. You mentioned wrestling.
Yeah, I was more dominant at wrestling than I was anything else.
Really?
Yeah. I was I met my father at 33 years old, and in high school, I found out that he was a great wrestler. And the coach recruited me to wrestle, and I was like, I'm not finna go in no gym and sweat around on all the floor and stuff. And then I went in there one day. I fell in love with it.
What weight class?
189.
189.
And so my first year wrestling was my sophomore year, and I placed 4th in state, right? I learned some hard lessons very early, right? That you cannot just bear hug everybody and win the match. And so I got beat in 1993. And then 93, I came back, and that was my senior year. And my senior junior year, I went 42-1, 42-2.
Wow.
Yeah, I was dominant.
Wow.
But on the mat, like, it was my thing. Like, I figured out the science of this, just defeating another guy mentally.
That's a big mental sport.
It's a mental
sport.
Straight mental, right?
Yeah.
You ain't got nobody else you can put it on, right? You got to take care of you on the mat. And I'm telling you, that translation of what I learned from the mat is what changed my game in football.
I was going to ask you that.
Right, because the lights are the only thing that makes the game look like it's bigger than it is.
Okay.
Right? Because, that's what the stadium does. But the game is a one-on-one battle.
Every play.
It'll never change.
Wow. Just like wrestling.
Somebody has to come and block you every play.
Yeah.
One guy, next guy, next guy, next guy. And so when you start to get on the mat, you're like, what?
Yeah.
You don't even know what the trenches feel like. When you're out of breath, don't have nowhere else to go, and you're being crushed or being held in a position that you don't like. And man, so it taught hard lessons. So when you stepped on the football field, my only rule, beat my man.
Wow.
That's it. Right? And that's why I think I played so long, because I never stressed about, did I hate losing? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But every time I said, when you turn on the film, you will watch something that you rarely seen. And that's another human being just dominating another human being.
Yeah. Obviously, let me ask you this question. Where you're at now, what do you see as the future for Ray? Obviously, you're super popular. You got all the celebrity stylists out there. What do you see coming up?
Man, my second half of life hasn't started.
Hasn't started yet. That's good.
It's because it's everything that I've embarked upon now, man. It's all about how to take what I've experienced in life and make sure that somebody else doesn't have to experience that. And
letting people learn from your experiences, good and bad.
Yeah.
The tough stuff and
it's really provide that, right? Like,
interesting.
So when you talk about black and brown communities, right, and not just black and brown, right, there are poor white communities as well. If you don't, a lot of people say it's education, right? They need education. They need education. I say it differently. They need access to education. They need access to inspiration. They need access to hope, right? Everybody just can't find hope. Everybody just can't find love. And so my entire thing that I'm doing now, man, with me, Dikembe Mutombo, and Dr. J, and we're just doing a lot. And I've had this vision for years on how to change my communities, how to give these communities a fair chance to really survive and have a chance, instead of going to jail, to go to college, or just get a job and raise a family and things like that. So
that's awesome. Yeah, part of your legacy.
My second half of my life.
That's awesome, man.
I'm 46 and I'm already started.
That's good, man. Last question I got for you. I have what I call the I am me. And I
am what?
I am me.
Okay, I am me.
I am me. And it's just one question I ask everybody. At the end of everything, when it's all said and done, if everybody knew Ray Lewis with one word, what would the one word you want them to know about Ray Lewis?
Love.
Love. That's the first word comes up, huh?
First word comes up.
You want everybody that met you, that saw you, just know Ray Lewis is love.
That's what life is, right?
Interesting.
Life is loving even the tough times. We all speak different language. But the one universal language that when somebody sees you, that they should see an image of God, it should come from love.
Wow.
And that's the one thing that when I sacrifice myself to sit in a meeting room, or to sit extra time, or have guys come to my house, or feed the homeless, or build communities, or build Africa, whatever it is, it all comes back to love.
Wow.
Right? And the greatest legacy that you can ever leave is a legacy of leaving somebody feeling loved. If that was our formula in our world today,
our whole world,
if the universal language had to be love, we wouldn't have the problems that we have. But everybody think that they're smarter than everybody else. Right? And so for me, man, it'll always be love.
I love that answer, man. That's awesome. Ray, I appreciate your time, man. You got an incredible athlete. I love watching you growing up, man. It was an inspiration to many young people, man. So, and I excited to watch the second beginning of the second half of the game.
Just getting started.
Just getting started, the legacy piece. You guys, appreciate you guys who are here with Ray Lewis, the man, the myth, the greatest linebacker of all time.
That's a heck of an accomplishment.
That's true, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right.